Hello, hello, I am Faye. Welcome back to my journey through Spring Collab 2020 Grandmaster Lobby. We only have a few levels left. Out of the red levels, our options for levels are Theo Hell and Fish Hell. And the one I have found is Theo Hell by Ink Falcon. So, let's see how this is. There is Theo, yes. I know how to do this so far. Let's see. So what's going on here? Looks like we can only go this way. So I have to get here with Theo to get the token. And then we'll get through on ice mode, apparently, I guess. So a pretty straightforward path, but I just have to figure out how to do everything here. Not like that. It always takes a bit to get warmed up. Gotta remember to stretch my hands, too. Very important. It does take a while to get everything coordinated sometimes. And I keep dropping Theo too early here. I can throw Theo against the wall. Okay, I did not realize that at first. So I don't have to Theo Vader necessarily. That makes things a lot easier. That was janky, but I did get up there. So at this point, I throw in hyper again. Maybe an instant hyper would actually work. Well, that's not gonna work. That wasn't quite what I intended. That was not exactly what I intended either, but it worked. So now what do we have in ice mode? I have a couple ideas for how to do this. That was close. Again, that was not what I intended, but it worked out with the same thing happening somehow. Hey! First room down. First room after the tutorial, really. Down in a lot less time than I worried about. This is kind of weird. I don't know if I like the screen doing this when I'm trying to look at it. So the basic path here, this is kind of annoying to look at, but I go here, hit this switch, come down here, hit this one, have to go over here and hit this one, back over here, down here, over here, up here, and then across here to the door, and I have to hit all these tokens with Theo along the way. And I don't really know the specifics of how any of that is going to work. Looks like a good start. Hit the first token at least. Okay, I can't throw Theo too high here. Just have to be low before throwing, that's the key. This is like on the previous level, Temporal Tower, it was hard, but I could see what to do pretty easily. This one, I am much less confident I even know what to do. Yeah, even this first bit is super hard. Super difficult to time. Do I want to grab the side of that? I don't think I have enough time to do it like this. That maybe? If that's working better. I'm pretty sure that's what's intended, because you do slide backwards on that platform a good ways. I need to throw Theo sooner, I think. Yeah, definitely sooner. That was maybe too soon. Okay, but then what? I need Theo back at this point. Okay, I pick Theo up again there. So instant hyper here. Yeah. Just do it better. You know, I completely forgot to check the stats earlier, but that first room was easy. This room is looking not easy, but I'm starting to understand it. There. Should probably up diagonal all the way back when I grab Theo. Just up diagonal rather than horizontal dash. Like that, except grab Theo. That was getting closer. New PB. I think I do not get this double dash crystal immediately. Oh, maybe I do need that. That double dash crystal respawns pretty quickly, I think. So I think that's fine. Basically like that, just a little better. I'm getting there. Okay, got that far. But then what exactly was going on there? I think I needed to throw sooner and... Yeah, I can throw pretty soon there and get Theo on top of the zipper. And then... See, I don't know if I want to dash directly to the block or dash to the double dash crystal and then grab the block afterwards. I'll figure it out. Does the move block fling Theo all the way up to this platform? Because that would be the most convenient way for this to work out, I think. And then throw Theo there. And dash over, up diagonal. That's a new one. Like that. Now throw a little later when I'm coming down. Ooh. Yeah, it's a toughie. And I need to not habitually re-grab there. This level's gonna make me get better at Theo coordination, isn't it? Okay, okay. Getting there. Something about that was not right. I don't need to hyper or anything there, I just need to jump. And then throw Theo. Here I need to hyper and catch Theo again. And that's basically the end of the room. Might not be too far away from done with this. Might get it this try. Nope. Yeah, just, it's really becoming a problem. Aha. I forgot what I was doing, but I got there. Just past an hour. Close to being done with the room, I hope. I was indeed close to being done with the room. Haha! Yep. That very dry. Just over an hour. 215 deaths seems like not that many. I might have to compare it to how many I was getting in the last room. How many deaths I was getting per room in the last level, but that seems like fewer. Because I was getting pretty far into the room most of the time. And it's a longer room, I think. Or a bit, maybe not longer, but a bit slower paced because of Theo. But really, for this level, an hour per room does not feel bad. I'd like it to be faster, of course, but, well, once I learn the levels, I'll be able to come back and beat it in no time at all, I'm sure. So what's going on here? Oh, it's lava time. So there was not much ice in this room at all. But I can't look at the top without ice. I guess I can check the video if I really need to reference something. Yeah, so this looks like I'm basically throwing Theo on top of some of these zippers as I traverse the room. And I kind of have a general idea of where I'm going, but again, I do not know a lot of the specifics. And I can't see the end of the room at all this way. That does respawn in time. Okay. And that lines up like I thought it would. Have to go a little, not too fast there. Okay. You know, before I started this, I checked and saw that one of the two levels had strawberries, one of the two remaining red levels had strawberries and one did not. I already forgot which is which. But I think it was Fish Hell without strawberries, so that means that this has at least one strawberry. What exactly am I doing there? How do I get up there? So I will need to hyper from this zipper while keeping a dash to wall bounce on that and get up. Can I work with that? Yeah, that might work. I'm still not even entirely sure if that is the proper move that I want to do. Well, I've made some pretty significant progress so far. Got past one major room and starting to get hungry and make some simple errors, so gonna take a break now. Okay, I'm back after a night's sleep. Kinda like that. Why am I'm really not throwing that the correct direction. I swear I didn't let go of the direction button there. What the hell? Do I like do the springs override my directional input in a way that makes me throw Theo the wrong direction? I wish I had an input display set up at this point. I do not understand what's going on there. If I'm just actually still pressing the wrong button, or... like, what options do I even have here? Okay, so test hitting the spring and throwing immediately. I was not pressing right at all there, and it still threw to the right. Same thing there. That seems more proper, maybe. What am I doing? Like that? Something like that. I just need to throw Theo, then grab the side of the block to get it to go up, then dash sideways and up and hit the spring and grab the other block. Better. Gotta let go there as it's going up, or do a small hop or something. Ah, just missed the spring. One little hidden way to die here is if you press grab while inside the spring hitbox, you freeze going up for a moment and the springs kill you. I'm having a lot of trouble with that wall bounce. Well, I messed up with Theo, but at least I made it to that zipper for the first time. I did not see hitting that spike as a possibility to watch out for. I have 2 dashes there, so I should dash horizontally and then up. Pick up Theo. Throw Theo to that block. That one crystal respawns, so if it respawns fast enough I can maybe use it twice to get myself to that zipper block to fling Theo upwards. If fall back down, dash towards the crystal, and get up this other crystal. Yeah, because I'm gonna need to hit that other switch there to switch it back to fire mode. Or presumably there's gonna be ice here blocking this side. So I do use this double dash twice. This is the kind of level I have the Better Refills Crystals mod installed for, the one that puts the red borders on the crystals that don't respawn. It makes some things like this a lot clearer. I did not really jump as high as I thought I would there. I think part of the reason I'm having trouble with that wall bounce is that the speed I get from the hyper varies a little bit as the block starts moving. The block that I'm hypering from starts moving, so... Yeah, like there I just went slower than I was expecting to. And it's hard to adjust for that in time. And there I went perfectly fast, which is maybe what I should try for. But I do have to get my dash back, so I can't go too fast. Maybe that's what I should be aiming for. So I think dash up diagonal and then up. Okay, that does respawn in time. Just need to let go of the zipper as I hit the switch, or around then. Close to an hour in this room. Dash up diagonal there, I guess. Give it a moment more to respawn. No, that's still not enough. So I need to delay a little bit more. I guess I could do a single neutral jump on the zipper before grabbing it. Okay, what's going on there? I think I throw Theo into the last token and the block will save me somehow. This is still causing trouble. 300 deaths over an hour. This is a harder room to get consistent, and I have not fully solved it yet, let alone executed. Doing a neutral to stall is not something I've done enough for it to be completely familiar movement to me. It takes me quite a few tries just to get past that zipper. I'm getting past it sometimes, but... Okay, second time here. And right into the spikes. Come on. I should just jump and dash horizontally there, maybe. The thing where you grab the block while going through spikes and it gives you freeze frames, and then the freeze frames from picking things up kill you because you stop moving for a moment while in the spikes. That is honestly pretty annoying. It would be nicer if the freeze frames just didn't do that. Right away again. there's another platform there. Okay, that changes things. I think I had another dash there, I just needed to use it. And then there was another platform, another one-way platform up above on the left side. And then I just throw Theo and Hyper back to the right, and I'm at the door. So now I think I understand the room fully. After 1 hour and 22 minutes, I'm ready to beat this. I hope. Well, I think I threw a bit too late there. Same thing again, I think? I don't need to go as far to the side as I am. I need to throw higher to the apex of my jump. Haha! I did it! I did it! I did it! I did it! On to the next one. 1 hour 30. You know, that doesn't feel too bad for a room like that. Can't be too much more, I hope. Let's see how the rest of this level goes. We now have Madeline. What are you doing here? We have the bird. We have a very suspicious block there. Is that block... Are these going to be battle and move blocks that start going? Well... I am not entirely processing all of this. Like, I'm sure some of this is only going to make sense with Battlein or the bird in positions, and this level doesn't have any markers for where they're going to be, so I kind of just have to learn the room by playing it bit by bit. I do not hear any berries or see any places for berries. I can't see what the ice layout is going to be either, so that's another difficulty. How is there a switch below those spinners? How is this going to work? Well, I guess I'll find out later. Nothing up there. And I'm still not sure what move to... Do I have to hyper off the falling block afterwards to then catch Theo? Because that's going to be quite tight. And just timing... Even just timing this bird is pretty tricky. So that seems more right. Okay, and then I think I hyper off of the falling block there. Or I fall and get the dash crystal and then hyper from it. Why were the binos not... What's with the binos in this room? Is it something with battling camera trigger? That's... So do I have to go back to this same block again? Yeah, I think I go, hit battle in, get knocked back this way, then hit the switch a second time, and then get the double dash crystal and use that to make it to the side of this zipper block and fly over to the next part. Probably land on this platform and throw Theo over, land down there, and I don't even know what's going on. You need to throw Theo right away after hitting the switch. I'm still going for the crystal. I need to not do that. I don't have another dash there. So what do I do in that case? Do I just land on there and instant hyper? Will that have me reach Battlein? Yeah, I think an instant hyper will work. I just need to coordinate and do it. Probably wait for the block to fall and go over it. Okay, so Battlein will fling me into the bird. If I actually hit Battlein, for starters. Apparently that laser can hit me, so one more thing to worry about. Maybe I should wait even longer there. Try to go above, try to be above the laser when it goes off. That seems more appropriate. Do I just need to do a small hop there? Maybe I wait so I don't get momentum from the block at all. And then I get lasered. Jump sooner, jump later, jump smaller, jump more carefully. Maybe I need to jump off while still holding grab and collect Theo, and that will lower the trajectory of my jump a bit so I hit Battlein. I guess Theo just falls down there if I don't pick up Theo, so I do need... How does Theo interact with the bird anyway? So the bird makes me drop Theo, so that can't be right. So do I pick up the crystal and then throw it? Do I jump from the block quicker so I can... Is there any chance that I hit Battlein sooner and then the bird will throw me into Theo? Not really, I don't think. I need to try waiting longer on the block. But I can't wait longer on the block because I got lasered. So I can't hit that switch early. Turning it to ice will completely block off where the bird is and where the Theo crystal is at that point. Just jump sooner, maybe? Sooner still. Not quite that soon. Not quite that late. No, battle line is going to throw me backwards, so I need to hit battle line before the bird. See, that was kind of good, but then what is going on with Theo? So my current thinking is, I don't know if this will line up, but if I can grab Theo in between... No, I was thinking if I could grab Theo in between hitting Battle-In and getting sent into the bird, but I don't really have control during that moment when Battle-In flings me away. That was something that might have been promising. That was at least different. Maybe I do just hold the crystal, maybe it will work in this circumstance somehow? Because I'm approaching the bird from the other side is the thing. So I will drop the crystal in a slightly different position while the bird throws me, and I might pick it up again at the end. There! That worked somehow. I am not sure exactly how, but I got farther, and I did indeed. When hitting the bird, I dropped from that side. I dropped the crystal in such a way that I was able to pick up the crystal again. Close. So then what? I think Theo will still be inside this little pocket when it switches back to lava. So I hit the switch, I dash sideways, land on the zipper. On this lower zipper, the lava ice thing will have lowered enough by then. Then I hit this switch, the crystal will respawn, and I dash back twice to hit this and pick up Theo. I still don't know what's up with that switch down there, or what I'm really doing after that. I guess I'm throwing Theo against the wall and going up and throwing Theo through the spike window there. But yeah, Theo's gonna land on this zipper. Once I get here, I think I throw Theo onto this zipper. If I have a double dash at this point somehow, I can dash over, throw Theo there, get back here, zoom this way, and do something or other. Almost an hour in this room already. Has not felt like that much. I guess I've been so stumped as to what even to do here. I need to be low on that block to help get battle line better, so I don't jump over the battle line. That was better, just need to remember the next step now. But Then what? Seriously, why is this... Why is this like this? Why is that switch in crystal there? What am I missing here? Aha! That particular block falls. That actually makes a lot of sense. So then that will switch it back to fire mode at that point. And I think I see what to do here. Up here though, with only a single dash, I'm going to have to do something weird to get both these. To get this one triggered and back to here. I have some ideas, but we'll see how things work out. Hour 10 at this point. 300 deaths. Okay, okay. Can't go too high there either. Should I be trying to jump over the laser instead? That time definitely under the laser. What exactly do I do there? Throw the crystal to the platform and dash to the platform separately without picking up the crystal again until I'm back on the platform? I dashed too many times there, but that seemed to dodge the laser and get to the platform late enough that I didn't get killed by the ice floor pretty easily. Bit too low there. Too high. Wait a slight bit longer to fall there. That was a little bit weird movement and I got lasered. I need to grab quicker or grab not at all. Grabbing late just kills my momentum. Grabbing too early doesn't work either. Yep, it seems like this room is gonna take longer than the last. Yeah, I just don't have a clear idea of what I'm doing there. There are some things that worked one time, but I can't seem to replicate precisely. I've just lost the pattern. How did I not die there? Well, I died there. I tried to press jump there and it did not work for some reason. Yeah, it's easy to get a little off and hit the lasers and not really have a clear idea of what I need to adjust to avoid them. Battling will be there, so I need to just hit battle in. That will fling me, keep holding grab, and it will work the same as before. I will get the double dash crystal, so I will have a double dash crystal here for what I was originally planning, because the bird will be there too to fling me over. So that should work out really well. Use this to fling Theo over this way, do a block boosted hyper to catch up, and I presume just hop, this block will be down, and I can hop on the block and get enough height to do one last climb with Theo over here and finish the room. Can't go too quickly there, or I will hit the lava. Yeah, like that. Except my plan will have to change again because I got flung differently and things are differently than I thought. So I will be more to the right. I throw Theo, and then I use the double dash to get back around and dash to the block, trigger it, fall down into battle in, get flung back here to this other zipper. And I might hit battle in here again at some point. Or the birds again or something. It's not just going to be an empty space like it looks through the binos. I might be close to beating this room. But not like that. I tried to grab the block there and I grabbed Theo instead. That did not work out. So I either need to change how I'm throwing Theo, probably the easiest, or grab onto the block a bit lower. I'm just not getting enough distance there. Sometimes I think I would have made that, but my jump was getting eaten when re-grabbing Theo. Again. Grab too late, jump it, got eaten again. Grab too soon. Like that. It works. Too high. Throw a bit sooner. Dash a bit sooner. Press jump too soon. Need to press jump a little bit later in that situation. Grab too soon. Ha 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 ha! Got further. Just failed the hop off the platform. Did not react in time. But it looks like I just then hit battle in and the bird one more time, and that might take me pretty much to the end. Pressing the wrong button. Holding forward, I need to hold backwards there. Jumped too soon. I could have waited a little bit longer. The laser was not going to hit me. was close. I was so close there. This room sure is hard. How much more level is there after this, I wonder? I'm pretty sure there still was a strawberry in this level. I threw it too far over again. Threw it too far over again. Just worked that time. Well, well, well. Outro car? Well, so was there a barrier, or was I mixing up the levels? Which is which? I guess there's nothing more here, so... I did miss a berry. Welp. I can go look at the stats for a first clear real quick. Wherever the stats are. Here, there's something. Theo Hell. So? 1 hour, 1:30, 2 hours. Pretty clean progression there. But where is the berry I missed? Pause menu is, as expected, useless. Okay, I just had to be holding Theo while walking to the end. That was not so hard. That took an extra hour to get back about, which is really not that bad, considering. So... This honestly looks like fairly straightforward climbing. Like, it is pretty long, but unless there's I don't know. I don't want to say it's going to be easy, but it seems doable. It seems like I probably won't get stuck on the part where I just don't know what to do, like I did in a couple of those rooms. And exiting the binoculars at the wrong time kills you. How nice. And I did not see whatever that dialogue was because I didn't realize it had started until I'd already started the room. Oh well. Oh well. Step 1 done, and I did not mean to throw Theo that way. Mixing a reversion like this is a pretty new move. That was not right. This is not a move that's in my muscle memory yet, but okay. Got up to here again and did not throw the crystal weirdly into the spikes. Instead I still didn't make it past, but I made it further. So here I'm going to need to throw and wave dash, because that will fall. So I go up twice. Here I think I just do the dash double, use the double dash to do the usual old dash sideways and then dash up diagonal and re-grab. And this is a required Theo Vader, then bounce against, then another wave dash, then climbing up some more, and a couple more Vaders at the end. So yeah, not easy, but if I can manage the Theo Vaders well enough, then this reverse here might be the hardest part of the room aside from that. Okay, that might be the easy way to do it. Doing it this way, I have to maximize the height here at this point instead, which is also hard, but I think I like it more. Throwing it and then doing the wave dash seems pretty tricky, but I don't think I have another option here. Okay, that's progress. I caught it. I should throw a bit sooner when I'm still ascending, not try to delay between the throw and the wave dash. Try to make throw before I reach the point where I'm going to wave dash. Throw a bit sooner. I had good height there, just need to get this other aspect of it. These do not fall, at least. Supering from it isn't going to work, is it? That actually works. What do you know? Except for the part where I threw Theo out of the map afterwards, but... Okay, getting there, getting there. I mean, that part isn't going to be hard, I just have to not hit the spikes. This room is continuing to be very silly and I am tired, so probably finish it tomorrow. Okay, it's been another day. Let's get back to finishing this. Got a ways to go, but should not be undoable. Should be reasonable at this point. Yep, that's the last sticking point there. Hopefully. This is tricky. Slightly clumsy with all this. How do I do this? Close. Is there any other way to do that part? I could maybe get a double dash crystal there. Not easily, but no, I can definitely get a double dash crystal there if I time the respawn. At least I'm getting that now pretty well. I found the flaw in my clever plan. Okay, that is enough room to hyper from and get my dash back. I get pushed a bit backwards, so I did not take that into account. Theo left. Theo! 1 hour? I can get this soon. I'm not like that though. Stand like here. Is that good? That is good. I know that works, I did it once before. Okay, now let's try to beat it this time. That was very, very close, but not there. I'm getting a bit too hasty. I need to remember the proper spacing for getting the high regrabs. Too hasty. Oh, my backup plan there worked for once. Let's not do that again. Okay, okay. Not okay, but I didn't die. I'm back here somehow. And I jumped into spikes. Yay! I got mixed up with bouncing off the wall and Theo Hell. Okay. It is done! It is done, it is done! I am back here somehow. Badlin was helpful. Hey Theo, I got the berry, I got the berry, I got the berry, I got the berry, I got the berry! Now that was the only one, right? Oh yeah, I do know. I do know it was the only one. I saw that already. That means I don't remember how many deaths I had before on my first run. I can go back and check. I have to go back, check stats now. But that's one more red level down. That means just Fish Hell is left. That one with no strawberries. Well, at over 7 hours overall, that was the longest grandmaster level in this lobby so far. In terms of time it took me. Not the highest in number of deaths. Although if you remove the hour for the extra playthrough, it would not have been the longest. But that was good practice anyway. So first, do I... There we go. There's the button. So that first try was 448, 1147 deaths. And then the second was 465, about half as many deaths, half as much time. So all in all, that berry room was not that hard. Ranged from 1 hour to 2 hours for most of the rooms on that level. So pretty good, I'd say. So I'm at, let's see, almost 10,000 deaths, 35 hours so far. That's really not too bad. So anyway, thanks for watching. Next time on Celeste, I'll be doing Fish Hell, and I'll possibly be finding some other games to play in the meantime. Some probably easier ones, where I can just focus more on commentary and practice that more. And we'll see how things go. See you.